All right, guys, welcome back to the show. Once again, my name is Juan, and this is Goku Guidance. All right, guys, today we have a fantastic video for you guys today. The title of today's video is everybody is gonna try to copy you or replicate you, but guess what? They can't. Why would people try to copy you and replicate you? Well, it's very simple. Everybody has eyes, and we all like to emulate things or people that we see that we find just completely amazing, that awestruck us, that just make us feel a certain way. And when you're in SR, you're at the full expression of your genetic code, the full expression as full as it can be. Just like I was talking in one of my last videos, like when you retain your genetic stock is at literally 100% of what it should be. And any kind of movement that you do, action, anything that you do that seems cool to others try to replicate. If you act a certain way, like me personally, I go up to literally everybody and shake their hand. But I don't just shake their hand. Only the people that know me, that truly know me, that I grab their hand. They know. They cannot explain it. But I grab their hand really hard, and not only that I grab their hand really hard, I shake it too, right? I don't try to pull them near me or any of that stuff, but people will try to replicate that. And when people see that kind of behavior works, they're like, well, I'm gonna try it for myself. I've seen it with my own eyes. I've seen it with my own eyes. I go up to people, I don't do the whole high five thing. I just grab their hand really hard. How's it going, bro? How you doing? And the people that know me know exactly what I'm talking about. And they told me before, it's like, I don't know what's it about this guy, but I love the way you shake my hand. I'm like, I know, right? And there's a couple of reasons why that. Because, well, first of all, we are we have our own electric field of bioelectricity. We have electricity coursing from our heart all the way through the tip of our fingers. So when you grab that, like, you can actually feel it. You can't feel the electric field, but you feel the intensity with this guy, and you feel like, hey man, this guy is original, man. Like this guy is not copying off of anybody. This guy, I don't know where he gets his thing from. Wherever he gets his thing from, you're the guy that started it all. You're the guy that invented that. It's like, I know I didn't invent the handshake, but the uniqueness of the way that I act, people try to emulate it. And guess what? When they do, it's literally like eating one of those like fake Oreos, like the Walmart Oreos that you get. And like, it kind of looks like one. It kind of tastes like one. But if you blindfold somebody, you're like, no, bro, that's not an Oreo, mo. That's not the original one, bro. You're like, and you can see it because it's. When you guys personally, like when you guys are in SR and you guys been in SR for quite a long time, you'll know. Like, we all have our own originality, and the full expression of our originality is expressed through SR. Everything from picking your nose to whatever it is that you do that people find. Just like the way he does it, the way he wipes the brow out of the sweat out of his brow. Does that make sense? Just the way that he like slicks his hair back. Just only he can do that. And you know the crazy part about that, like when people, like I see it all the time. People try to emulate me all the time. And lo and behold, they're like, holy smokes, it actually works. Why? Because secretly they're trying to be like you. But if they do not have the secret formula, if they don't have all the secret ingredients, It doesn't work. It doesn't work. It doesn't work. You have to go out and make your own secret formula. You have to have your own secret ingredient. Well, how do you get your secret formula and your secret ingredient? It's just you. It's just the full expression of your genetic code. It allows you to do these things. It makes you do these things. And it makes you do these things because it is just you. And only you can do these certain things and nobody else can. And it's not that they can't do it. It's just that when they replicate it, they're like, yeah, no, bro, it don't feel the same. It feels fake. It feels like you forced it. And you know what it really feels like? It feels like you copied off of someone. That's really what it feels like. Does it work? It works. 100% it works. But when it's not from the right guy, you're like, nah, bro, this guy's faking it. This guy's like, he's forcing it. And I've noticed that. And I've noticed people watch me interact with other people, and they're like, I'm gonna try what he does. And they're like, oh, it works. It's like, of course it works. Of course it works. So people will always try to copy you because they're like, hey man, I like nobody is ever gonna come up to you and nobody's ever gonna admit it to you. Nobody's gonna be like, hey bro, I wanna be like, well, all right. Like maybe like 20, maybe 30% of the people will come up to you and they will give you their respects and they will tell you, hey bro, like I wanna be more like you. But the haters and like the 70% of the haters, it's mainly haters. The haters are usually like, I wanna be like him, but I don't want to admit it to him. And I'm definitely not gonna tell him, hey man, like I want to be like you. Why? Because everybody wants the attention. It's like I said in one of my videos, like, you know what, like you get so much attention from everybody. A lot of it has to do with what they see, with what the physical, but it's not just your physical body. A lot of it has to do with what your face, with your facial expression, and not your actual facial expression, but what your face looks like. And usually, not necessarily beautiful, but I guess you can call it beautiful. Like if the masculinity is beautiful in itself. Masculinity is beautiful in itself. You can sit there and talk whatever you want and argue like men aren't supposed to be pretty and beautiful and all that stuff. You call it what you want. Does that make sense? You call it what you want. There's a reason why certain actors, I'm not gonna name any, but like I guess I could name a couple, but like certain actors, like the reason why they get the role is because they're highly masculine, and not only are they highly masculine, they're actually good looking. They're good looking because like a lot of people see these actors and they're like, oh man, I kind of would shoot, man, if I look like that dude, man, dude, you know how many chicks I would get, and then also it attracts the females. They're like, oh man, that dude, that one actor, oh man, he's so hot, he's so dreamy, like I would have 10 kids with him. Of course you would. Because your face expresses health, vitality, and strength. Just your face alone, just your face alone, it expresses pretty much everything about you. It expresses even discipline. You can actually see discipline in somebody's face. You can see discipline in somebody's face, bro. You can see everything. You can see that this guy doesn't like being played around with. You can see that this guy does not like being fooled. You can see that this guy does not like being played with, messed around with. You can see that this guy, like if you can see that if you mess around with this guy, it's gonna end up pretty bad for you. Well, how do you know? Like, because the face says it all. The face says it all. But anyways, guys, people will try to copy you and emulate you because they want to secretly be like you. Why? It's just very simple. They've never seen anything like you. They've never seen anything like you. As a matter of fact, look, this, like no bullshit. I've been photographed like just by random strangers. Just walking down the street, they're like, hey man, can I take your photo? Sure, bro. And like to me, it's just normal. It's normal. And you're like, why would anybody want to take a picture of a stranger? It's like I said, dude, they've never seen anything like this. And you're like, well, they never seen a dude before. What they've never seen is a masculine man that retains his seed. That's what they've never seen. They've seen buff dudes. They've seen yoked out dudes. They've seen people on steroids. They've seen people on everything. But they've never come across anybody like you. And if they see you do something like if they see you do a certain exercise, I've seen it with my own eyes. I've seen it with my own eyes. If they see you do a certain exercise, as soon as you're not looking, they're like, as soon as you're not looking, because they're like, for whatever reason, this guy makes it look so cool that I want to try it. And how do I know? How do I know? Because as a young man, as a young teenager, as a young impressionable, easily impressionable teenager, I've seen these things my own life and with my own eyes. As a 16, 17-year-old, 19-year-old, I've seen because nobody will ever come up to me and be like, oh yeah, by the way, I'm an SR, bro. Like, what is even that? Does that make sense? What is even that? But I've seen it with my own eyes. And I've seen people that impacted my life so hard. I've seen people in real life, that impacted me so hard that I did that. As soon as the guy's not looking, I'm like, because secretly I wanted to be like these people. Because secretly I wanted to be like these people, and that's how I can sit here and tell you this with my own mouth, that people will try to emulate you if you're an SR. There's a big but. There is a big but. If you don't have the secret ingredient, it's kind of like it kind of like works like McDonald's or like the Oreos. If you don't have the secret ingredient, the secret formula, it doesn't work. And people will call you out. And people will even tell you, oh, you know why? The only reason why you're doing those things is because you've seen him do it. And it's true. It's 1000% true. Oh yeah, they will call you out. They'll be like, you're just copying off of that dude, bro. Like, well, why don't you get your own? It's like, because they don't know how. You can sit here and explain it to them. You can sit here and write what do you call it? A diagram. You can get the freaking schematics and be like, here, bro, this is the secret formula. And as soon as they start reading off of the schematics, they're like, I'm not doing that. I'm not doing that. It's stupid, bro. It's stupid. It's stupid, bro. I'm not doing that. Semen retention. Get the hell out of here with that shit, man. I'm not doing that. I'm not intermittent fasting. I was having a conversation with a couple of guys, I think it was sometime last week. And obviously the first thing that comes out of the dude's mouth is like, you're on steroids, right? I'm like, no, obviously I'm not on steroids. All right, whatever, right? And I intermittent fast every day. And I've been doing this for about 4 or 5 years. Same thing with my semen retention. And the guy was explaining to him, is, oh yeah, bro, if you want to get like him, you got to sit there and shove protein like 5-6 times a day. And I didn't say anything. And I know it's all bullshit and it's all lies. And the other dude that was in the conversation is like, oh, he's even doing this number. How many times a day? How much protein? And I'm like, bro, you're going to kill somebody, man. You're going to kill somebody. It's like, well, that's what you do, right? I like a lot of the people that I talk to, like I half of them I tell them, because I know that half of these people are receptive to the information, and the other half I'm just like, sure, bro, I shove in protein 7 times a day, bro. That's how I get like this. It's like, dude, like you're gonna like, the human body has a system that says, hey man, no more food. Well, what happens if you keep shoving it in? You're either gonna have like health complications, or you're gonna throw it up, or you're gonna have diarrhea. Something's gonna happen. But you can't just, and the reason, and the people why people do these, the reason why people listen to these people is because we're going back to the beginning. We're gonna start talking back in circles. Low intelligence. They don't know any better. They don't know any better because and it's like I said, nobody ever taught them or they've never heard of it, or the ideas just sound so stupidly ridiculous that they were like, intermittent fasting, are you shitting me, bro? Like I'm trying to be a bodybuilder. I'm not trying to be fucking Mr. Skinny Mini. It's like, well, I'm not a bodybuilder or anything, but like why do people take my picture? Because I don't look like you, bro. And I'm not talking to you guys specifically, but I'm talking to the dude that I was talking to. Big old dude. But you can tell that this motherfucker, you can tell that he's like fully geared up. You can tell that they're geared up. And like I said, like the smart people that are receptive to the information, they'll be like, I'm gonna do it, bro. I'm gonna intermittent fast. I'm gonna do my semen retention. I'm gonna come and train. I'm gonna get my sun in. I'm gonna get my vitamins in. I'm gonna get my creatine in. Like, oh man. And like literally they're doing this. They're doing this. They're doing this because the smart people will listen. The smart people, they're like, dude, like this dude gets so much attention. I want the attention. I want to be like him. I like literally, like I couldn't tell you, because I really couldn't tell you how many people come up to me, not necessarily on a daily basis, but just come up to me and first of all ask for the information. And it's like I said, it's like half of it are receptive to the information, and the other half they're like, nah, you're full of shit. You're just on steroids, bro. And then the other half, and then the other people, and then the amount of people that had just taken my picture. You're like, why are you taking a picture of a random stranger, bro? Like, why are you taking a picture of a random stranger, bro? Why? Listen to the sound of my voice. Why are you taking, like, I would never do that. I would never do that because I'm original. But the thing is that, like, and the reason why people will take a picture of a random stranger is because they've never seen anything like this in their life. You're like, no, bro, you must be genetically modified. You must have been like created in a lab. Like the guy was telling us, oh yeah, you probably take all those supplements. You probably take like the BCAAs and the double A's and the triple A's and the double D's and all that stuff. Like you take all that shit, right? I'm like, no, bro, I just eat normal food. You probably get your like food from like special food, like special packaged in like, no, bro, like I just go. I live in Mexico. I just go to the local meat market here, and I'm like, hey man, let me get a couple of kilos of that meat, and let me get a couple of kilos of that rice, and what? Oh, and let me get a couple of kilos of apples, and that's it. That's it, dude. Really? Yeah, man, like special food. I mean, okay, look, man, I'm not gonna lie. I take creatine. That's it. That's all I take. It's just creatine. Does it work? I don't even know, because like half of the time I just forget to even take it. I'm sure it works. I'm sure it does something. But I'm being honest, like half of the time I just forget to straight up take it. And then what? Then I don't know. But anyways, guys, you guys are original. People will try to emulate you. People will try to copy you, but they will never be you because they do not have the secret recipe. I hope this video was insightful for you guys. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Don't forget to hit that like and subscribe button. Don't forget to hit that notification bell. Until next, once again, my name is Juan. This has been Goku Guidance. Until next time, fellas.